Hello everyone, Owen here from the JD Golf Academy. So this is just a quick video on the importance of measuring and testing before a lesson. So this is something we always do here at JD Golf Academy. We always make sure that we measure all of our clients before we suggest any sort of advice or make any swing change. We need to make sure that it's beneficial to the individual based on their anatomy and their biomechanics. So here we have Jonathan in the first window here. Now this is a test we do called the bird test. What this does is, as Jonathan will turn here, so we get him to focus his head on a point and we get him to rotate 90 degrees or as close as we can to it, and we can see where his pressure shifts to. So we can see down here that Jonathan's moved onto his back foot. So Jonathan's what we call a rear posted golfer. What that means is that Jonathan's most dominant force should be his horizontal force. So we want him for maximum efficiency pushing off his back foot in the golf swing. We then have someone totally opposite. So this is Mark Crossfield from a couple of months ago. So we can see here, as Mark turns and as Mark does the test, we can see he moves his weight into his front foot. Okay, so he's total opposite to Jonathan. Jonathan's here at 62% of his pressure on his back foot, and Mark's 63% of his pressure on his front foot. So Mark is what we would call a front posted golfer. So different to Jonathan, we'd want Mark using his vertical force. So we'd want him getting onto his left foot early, recentering early, to make sure that he's pushing off of his left leg, so that he's gaining maximum efficiency of speed and efficiency of strike as well. So it's important to note that when we do this test, or that when we start to make a change from doing this test, that we're always measuring the forces. So that's one of the advantages of having the dual force plate from Swing Catalyst, is we can measure the horizontal, the torque and the vertical forces, to make sure that we're still sequencing them correctly in the kinetic sequence. And also to make sure that we're peaking out high enough and at the right time with each individual force. It's very, very easy to go down the route of trying to get onto the left foot early. Sort of the common misconception is you want to try and get on the left foot early, push off of the front foot. That's where you're going to get the most power. Now for someone like Mark, that is correct. That's how he's going to get the most power. But if we're trying to teach Jonathan to do that, he's never going to be as efficient as if we get his horizontal up and pushing off his back foot.